Did y'all miss me? Come on, admit it. You know y'all miss me. I know the YouTube order didn't miss me because he can go fuck himself. So as you can see, I'm almost back to making videos at this point. And the reason why I say almost is because I still have a little bit of shit to do this week that I didn't want to get interfere with my videos. But I am back from vacation. I got back on Sunday and I've been taking it easy over the past couple days, trying to reacclimate. Because when you're on a beach and you're in 90-degree weather and then you come back home and it's fucking 40 degrees, oh man, that shit fucks you. Oh, I've been suffering like a motherfucker. This goddamn weather change has made me sick and shit. But anyways, I have so much to talk about, but I'm not going to talk about it all in this video. I have a bunch of stories to talk about Caribbean Wi-Fi and how awful that shit was, and I have to show you guys some videos of some of the shit that I went through. Oh man, I kept recording that crap. You can imagine how bad Caribbean Wi-Fi is. You could probably just see it in your head. Yeah, we're going to show you clips and show you exactly what the fuck that looked like. I also met a retired porn star when I was there, and yes, the better half was with me at that point, and no, I did not tell her who she was. I played it off. I acted like she was just a normal person, but I know who she was. I clearly knew who she was. I didn't act like she was a porn star. I didn't say, hey, can you sign my chest or some shit like that? No, she was with her, I would assume, husband, possibly some kids. I don't know. I wasn't paying too much attention. I said hello. We sat at a table. Not going to say much more than that. Maybe down the road I'll talk about that story in the future. But what I do wanted to talk about was what I planned on doing this week, which is raiding. Yes, I'm getting back into carrying people through the raid. Last night was my first night on the weekly reset, and now that I have fucking decent connection again, a wired goddamn connection, I can finally host some fucking games and actually survive the fucking connection and not get a goddamn baboon error every time I goddamn play. So I am hosting raids all week long, carrying people mainly through the Prestige Gamers Clan. If you guys want to join the Prestige Gamers Clan, I don't know if there are any spots available. I think it's like right at 99, 100. The shit keeps fluctuating. There's always like one person joins and then they leave right away. Then another person joins and then they leave right away. So if you are interested, you can certainly do so. Over on the Bungie website, and I'll provide a link in the description. The guys who have been joining the clan recently, they've been very active in the chat. They've been very active trying to get some activities together, such as Nightfall, Blind Well, Haunted Forest, you name it, whatever it takes to do some weekly activities and some of the weekly milestones. People have been gathering parties through that chat. So if you are interested in joining some people, you can certainly do so. But for this week, I want to do some raiding. But in order to raid, there are some minimum requirements that are going to be involved. First of all, I don't need you to be an expert in the raid. That is my job. However, I do need you to at least watch a couple videos to see how the motherfucker works. Namely, the Shirochi puzzle, because a lot of people fuck that up, and that's one of the biggest places that people wipe, and Queen's Walk all the way after you beat Riven. Ideally, I want to beat Riven legit. I don't want to have to do the cluster rocket strategy. However, if it spends like 2-3 hours just getting to Riven, yeah, we definitely cluster rocket that bitch. Fuck no, I ain't spending 5 hours trying to explain that motherfucker. But in any event, if you have it, make sure you have a rocket with cluster bombs and the boss spec mod on it, because that will come in handy if we cannot beat Riven legit. Otherwise, the main things you're going to need when it comes to the raid are going to be the Icolo shotgun. If you don't have that, maybe Perfect Paradox would be a decent substitute. Maybe Hawthorne shotgun. But the Icolos is really needed for certain parts of this raid. Sleeper, of course, is magnificent on pretty much any encounter that we have. The Whisper of the Worm is certainly fantastic. Although it's not as good on certain encounters, the Sleeper really does have advantages, mainly because of the distance that you're going to have to shoot. Primary weapon's really not going to matter, whether you use Midnight Coup, Bygones, whatever you use that you can actually kill enemies, perfectly fine. But the main thing are going to be those two guns, the Icolos or the Sleeper, and to a certain extent Whisper, plus if you have a cluster bomb rocket. Ideally for power level, 560 will get you to Riven guaranteed. 570 can possibly beat Riven, maybe cheesing it. So that will be the only way to beat Riven if we're going to have a 570 in the room. 580 can certainly do all kinds of damage. So if you're 580 and above, guaranteed you're going to have a much easier time in the raid. I know after, what is this, like 8 weeks now? A lot of people have had the opportunity to do their milestones, rank up very, very slowly without the raid. But now that we're playing the raid, you're going to notice that your power levels start driving up real quickly, because the raid drops are fantastic in the game, provided you don't get in the same fucking spot. My first raid with my Warlock, I got a helmet, then another helmet, then another helmet, then I got something else, and then finally my fifth and final drop was another fucking helmet. 4 fucking helmets in the goddamn raid. Needless to say, my Warlock did not advance very far with my first raid of that bullshit. But anyway, in order to get into the raids with me, there are 2 methods. First, as I mentioned, is being in the Prestige Gamers Clan. A lot of the guys that are in the clan certainly can join up by any means, because you can see the roster in-game. If you're on the clan, you can certainly pay attention in the chat, because we kind of organize some events and activities in that chat room. That way, if you're online, you want to do some activities, you can certainly go over there and to do them. Second is adding me to your friends list. I know with that recent virus or whatever the hell, that goddamn brick into the PlayStation bullshit, a lot of people changed their friends settings. Please make sure if you're going to send me a friend request, send it to me in YouTube down below. Let me know what your name is going to be, because I will not even open some of those shit. I don't know the full details of whether or not some of this shit can actually brick your computer or whatnot, but at the very minimum, please just at least let me know in the comment section what your PSN is. That way we'll be able to add you to my friends list. Also, if you're on Xbox or PC, no, I do not play on those platforms. I only have a PlayStation 4 console. Not going to do a video on Friday. Next week, I will start my usual videos on Monday. Got to talk about my vacation a little bit, that fucking Wi-Fi, the porn star. Got to talk about hipfire commentaries. We got a whole bunch of shit coming. But in the meantime, if you're interested in rating, you guys got the details in this video. So as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good shit. And I'll see you guys in the next video.